Hello, hello, hello. We are obviously still having technical difficulties with our computers, but here I am Beach. We're going to call this the High Noon Hemp Show, one way or another. I wish that somehow, and I can't add the pictures that I need to, but we're going to do most of what we can till we can figure out what's going on with whatever is going on with whatever is going on, because we're not real sure, honestly, what's going on at this point. I got myself a brand new laptop because I thought it was my laptop, and lo and behold, we had the same issues. So thank you everyone for joining us. It is high noon. I am Beach. I sit high upon the hemp headquarters, hemp quarters in Sharonville. And this is a different version of the High Noon Hemp Show that may exclude a little bit, but we're going to try to get back on track. We're going to call this episode 99. So hopefully by 100 we'll be back to normal. But episode 99 is going to be a special episode of the High Noon Hemp Show. Just me hanging out, doing my thing, telling you guys a little bit of this and a little bit of that about hemp. I wish I could figure out how to add some pictures, but I don't think I can do that. But anyway, we'll get right to the product spotlight. Even though we don't have pictures, you can picture these products in your head. Either way, we did finally get the Just Cbd Vegan Gummies in. People have been asking for vegan Cbd gummies for a while now, so we got those in, and I expect that the vegans will love that. And so come on and get your vegan gummies if you've been asking for them. We also got in, and we've been doing the Delta 8 cartridges. We also got in some Delta 8 pens now, in a disposable pen. And so the Delta 8 is going over like wildfire. And so, we got the disposable pens in as well when it comes to the Delta 8. We got some new masks in from a different company. I could show off what we've done, what the Swine Army has done, and that is they actually have embroidered. I already put these on the product spotlight, but these guys actually embroidered the Hemptations logo on this last version. But we actually have the Winkin' Sun hemp. We just got a Winkin' Sun order in, backpacks and all kinds of great stuff that they make. But they're also doing some hemp masks these days. And I guess I don't know, there's some question as to whether I can legally call them that at this point already, because someone is supposedly. They said they trademarked hemp mask. They really needed to copyright hemp mask. Hemp mask is a term, but anyway. Hemp face coverings. We have a couple different versions now. I've been talking about getting them in. Well, we got a couple different ones. So, I was really going to show off the raw rolling machines. I've been talking about how now, with the CBD flower, you can, take your hemp, you can wrap it in hemp. You could light it with hemp, actually, if you had the hemp wick, and using hemp all the way around. Well, we also have hemp rolling machines. It's a hemp composite. We have a 110 and a 79 millimeter hemp composite rolling machine, and the rolling machines are still popular. Just as popular as they were 25 years ago. Now you can use them to roll your hemp in your hemp with hemp. Oh man, that's a lot of hemp. We sure do love it. The product, we do 4 from the store, 1 from my door. I could have actually, it's so small and I don't think I have it on the desk still. But the product, or my object is, it's a little fold over hemp canvas, little Velcro flap, and it holds my pipe and my lighter. And it's very convenient, small, and made right here at Planet Everywhere. Back in the day when the Planet Everywhere manufacturing was really going full blown, so to speak. And so there you have it. The product spotlight on the High Noon Hemp Show. 4 from the store, 1 from my door. The "What are you wearing beach" segment, which usually comes next and answers a lot of people's questions as to, how can I wear hemp? What would it look like? How much diversity is there? Well, a lot. We're 99 episodes in. I'm 99 episodes into a different outfit. I've never worn the same outfit. Similar. I'm sure I've worn the same shirt, blah, blah, blah. I went for the record, hemp shirts in a row, different hemp shirt every day in a row, which I now hold. Same as my hats. And so you can see this is a Grassroots hemp hat. Grassroots makes a lot of hemp hats, which we have a selection in the store. I don't know if we have this particular one. My tee was actually printed here at Planet Everywhere, and it says parental advisory, shirt contains hemp. I've always been against the parental advisory label on music. I actually wrote a paper in college on the PMRC, which was an organization that was pushing for that. And of course the explicit lyrics, that's a voluntary label. So it's not mandatory to put that label on there, but a lot of labels came along and they said, okay, how about we just, we'll say if there's bad language, we'll put that on there. So this is kind of a spoof on that. With that, I've got on a pair of Hemp Inc. buttonfly pants in a natural color. Hemp Inc. as a clothing company, I don't believe exists anymore. Hemp Inc. is now a huge industrial hemp company doing all kinds of things with industrial hemp. And so I believe I got these pants possibly in Europe or on eBay. It's hard to say, actually, where I got these Hemp Inc. pants. Got my Green Springs Technology pen in my pocket, as usual. Always goes with me everywhere. My I Love Bad briefs, and I believe the Hempest leaf socks, so they're natural colored with some green hemp leaves on them, and then my Wicked boots, which we sold here at Hemptations for a while. We still have a little bit left on the shelf, and still waiting for the new styles of Wicked boots to be released. I may just check in on that again and see if they're done. And so there you go. If you like to visualize, and you can visualize, now you know what I'm wearing. As always, what I'm wearing beach segment shows that you can wear hemp head to toe at least every Wednesday, but I do it every day in between as well. So I don't know if we have paper or not, but I do need to do a paper order. That's a question from the crowd out there. Thanks for checking in. Standish, I haven't talked to you for a while, brother. Peace. Hope everything's safe with the family. I am going to do a hemp paper order probably within the week, so I will have some more hemp paper in. So check back with me on that. On hemp paper, we sell we do the Greenfield. There's now a couple companies coming out there. Someone is supposed to be releasing a 100% hemp paper real soon. So that's kind of exciting. We'll see, if it's really printer paper, 100% hemp. That's paper that's going to last for a long time. Right now the hemp paper that we use is 25% hemp, 75% post-consumer waste, which is about the best to get that they're doing right now. So you need, with the legalization of industrial hemp in the United States for our farmers to grow, finally we're seeing some paper people pick it up and and run with it. Would love to see all the paper in the world no longer made from any type of tree, even if it was recycled. And if we're cutting down less trees, we can recycle less tree paper and go from there. Question is, what about the glue? The glue. When you say glue, what do you mean? Cage asked me, what about the glue? Let me know what you mean. I'm not sure what that means. Obviously, the hemp isn't. If you're talking about my clothes or my shoes, the glue is not hemp. It's not. I'm not 100% hemp head to toe. That would be nice, for sure. And if there's hemp glue that exists, please let me know about that, because I would love to have hemp glue in the stores, just like every other hemp product. And so that too would be great. The glue on the papers, I got you, on, say, the raw papers. I think it's not hemp. You are true that it is true there. And so, yes, there may be a small amount of, yes, on the rolling paper, you've got a little bit of glue. You lick it so it seals. I understand what he's asking about now. That is not hemp. It is true. Somebody makes some hemp sticky stuff. Hemp is, it seems like CBD oil and THC oil is very sticky. And so I feel like there's got to be some way to, not that you want to use that oil to make a glue with, but, lignin, which is a part of the stalk, was found in the stalk, is a known bonding agent, which we should be making glue out of. No doubt about it. And so, another byproduct that is very likely, when I remember that when I was down on Mike's farm in Kentucky, and they were rolling the hemp through a brush to break the stalk. Is kind of a small decoritator, but it was really more like a combing as well. And so it was kind of combing the hemp fiber. There was a big pile of a powder on the floor, which was lignin. And so I really feel like you could take that and then go back and mix it with some type of liquid, or use it in the glue mixture somehow to make a glue with. And so hopefully there'll be some glue industries looking into some of the hemp byproducts that exist from the stalk. And again, that's another one that gets kind of left behind, literally on the floor sometimes, because it's just another thing that makes up the plant from the stalk in, so to speak. And that's why hemp is so hard to break, because of these things. When it's fresh in the field, it's very difficult to break. That's why it has to be dried, and that process is hard. And so obviously there's something in there that makes it very strong. I believe lignin is one of the agents. And so thank you for sending me on a glue tangent. I love that, and hopefully someone out there will now look into a glue, someone that has a big piles of lignin laying around, or some other something that they think comes from the hemp stalk once it's broken up that may benefit. And so all right, let's get to a little bit of news this week. Some fun stuff going on, mostly all fun this week, actually. My first pick, on a normal day, we would show on the regular version of the High Noon Hemp Show. This is an exceptionally different version of the High Noon Hemp Show, no graphics. I'd have a picture to show you of the I think it's pronounced Terra hemp cooler. So this company is using hemp composite. Once again, the name of the company is Taiga, T-A-I-G-A. Canadian, possibly, I think, if I remember correctly. But they were actually making a hemp composite cooler. It's lined with some type of agent foam or something, again. Locks. It's pretty nice. It's not that big. But there were probably at least a half a dozen cans in the cooler with ice. You know how much I love hemp composite. And so here's another hemp composite product that should replace something for life. Like, you should be able to hand this hemp cooler down. The fact that the outside, should break down naturally, biodegrade, whatnot, again, makes it environmentally friendly. And if you've also watched this show, you know how much I hate styrofoam. Styrofoam, like plastic, is some of the most evil stuff on the planet right now. It is completely unnecessary for the destruction that it does post-used, so to speak, when we can use so many other things in its place now, especially hemp for that matter. Not styrofoam. Styrofoam's tough to replace, don't get me wrong. But if you can replace a styrofoam something with a hemp something, say it's a cup or a cooler or something else, then we're moving in the right direction. You know, because styrofoam's 500 to 1,000 years in the landfill, and hemp composite is probably 90 to 120 days, maybe. Depends on the thickness of it, probably, as to how fast it would actually biodegrade. But combustible, not combustible. Don't try blowing it up or lighting it. Compostable is the word I was looking for, and or biodegradable. So that's why we should be making stuff out of hemp composite instead of plastic. And again, we can replace probably up to 65-70% of all the plastic in the world can be replaced by a hemp composite. I'm a Bengals fan. We're in Cincinnati. It's true. But I will have to say, ironically, Baker Mayfield, who is the quarterback for Cleveland, who is, you know, again, they're sworn enemies now. They're our competition. They're in our conference. Whatnot. They're on the other end of Ohio, and so there's always been this rivalry for some reason between Cleveland and Cincinnati, period. I say, hey, we're good. I say, hey, they're good. Or can't we just be good together? Cleveland's the fun city compared to Cincinnati. You know, Cincinnati's a little bit more conservative. But anyway, Baker Mayfield, quarterback for Cleveland. They finally have a quarterback, and they, you know, stick with him. This guy's actually, he gets his cockiness out of the way. He's actually decent. He came out and said that one of the keys to his success is using CBD daily. And so here's another professional athlete who is confessing how much CBD can help him, or does help him. And so, you know, just another truth that regardless of whether he's trying to sell his own CBD product or not, I do believe that it is helping him one way or another. As we're seeing, most athletes are coming out and getting the benefits of CBD, I think mostly on the anti-inflammatory aspect of it, from what they are talking about, because most of them use it as a topical. And so, you know, here's again another professional athlete who's saying that this makes his life better. And trust me, nobody on the planet, I think's body takes more abuse than a professional football player's. And, you know, these guys, it's just crazy. It's just crazy, the abuse that their body takes every week when they're playing. And so, that's why they want to go to THC as a pain reliever, as opposed to the opiates that they have now. You know, this is being openly discussed in the NFL. And I think that we're seeing that they're seeing the benefits of CBD, which is something that's on the corner of every shop in every state that has NFL teams. And so, you know, more truth to the reality that this is a great natural substance, one way or another. Exciting news, and I need to get to our local Aldi's to see if they have them. But Aldi's is now selling hemp sheets. I mean, I was just talking about it. I just did a little article about some companies that were making hemp sheets. Well, Aldi's is now making hemp sheets, and they, to me, I think they're inexpensive for everything that I have seen for the most part. They're still $150 a set, I think. Queen and King, they're doing both, Queen and King. 4 different colors, I thought. I saw green and natural and some other stuff. I mean, like, I'm super excited. I might have to go visit every Aldi's that I can find to see how they have them. I don't know if Aldi's is online or not, but I'm going to have to go there. But I'm super excited to see that Aldi's, my favorite grocery store, is selling hemp sheets, and they have other, they're doing, I think, CBD topicals. They have hemp food if you look on the shelves, just, again, mixed in there with the other foods. They do a decent little hemp food selection at Aldi's as well. And so, good for them. I'm excited. I've been looking for a set of sheets actually for a while. I just been waiting, one way or another, for whatever reason. I have hemp sheets now, but I've really got the itch to get myself a new set, especially like mine are natural, and so I think green would be super dope. So anyway, check your local Aldi's if you need some sheets, queen size, king size. Put it on your holidays list. Maybe somebody will pay attention and be kind enough to do that for you. You never know. You never know. But I do think that would be a great gift if you knew someone needed sheets. Get them a set of hemp sheets from Aldi's. Or you can find them online from other companies as well. I'm not telling you, we are not paid to promote any one product over another product. But I try to talk about it all. Here's another pick that we're missing, even though you're not really missing much. Kristen Bell, actress, who is slowly becoming one of my favorite actresses, to be honest with you. We're watching The Good Place. I think it's in season 4 or 5 now, but we just started, and the show is brilliant. She's a great actress. And she does some voices on a new cartoon animated show as well. Well, she's come out with her own CBD topical as well. But the picture was kind of reminded me of The Good Place. Good Place, it also has Ted Danson and some new actors, being discovered through the show, I think. But it's really good stuff. And again, yet another actress, who is coming up with their own hemp product because they have also found success from using a hemp product. She says, I was using this hemp product, so I came up with my own because it was working, and this stuff is great. And so, again, kudos for that, Kristen Bell. And again, I'm not promoting anything or not, but if you like some highly entertaining comedy, The Good Place is it's highly entertaining. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is cool. Blackbird, American Hemp, is building a hemp processing plant that will make high quality hemp protein alternative meat products. This is a big thing going on in the world right now. I've been talking about it. There was an article that I was talking about how a big company in New Zealand was actually doing the same thing, making a hemp, a realistic meat product and a not meat product out of hemp. And so this is kind of exciting that a company here in the United States is going to do this. They're in Montana. It's going to be in Montana. Great, good for them. And so, but either way, I do think that, and I've said this for 20 years, to be honest with you, when it comes to vegetarian, vegan food. I love the idea of getting the whole world to eat it, but the only way to do that is to actually make it consistent to whatever it's supposed to be. So if it's chicken nugget, it's got to make you, it's got to make the non-vegetarian, non-vegan think, well, this is chicken. This is a hamburger. And then we can just start sliding it in there, just like Burger King is doing and some other places they're doing, making it an option, convincing them that it's just as good, and then hopefully people will take that option when they can get it, whether they're vegans or not, whether they're vegetarians or not. That's how I look at it. If I go to a restaurant, I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan. I eat very little meat. My half joke is I'm a non-practicing vegan. because the philosophy is a great philosophy. The health benefits are great health benefits. There's nothing that you can honestly say about the diet that's really bad. And the only people that do are the people that are trying to protect meat industries. And so I think the lifestyle is well supporting. Hemp so fits into that, and it always has, because it's always been a great source of protein. And so, this I'll be excited to actually have a hemp. And I've had it. There's, actually, I can't say that I haven't had a hemp burger that wasn't a lot like a hamburger. And so, on the small scale, they're existing in the United States and getting made in the United States. And so, it'll be nice to have a large scale option. I'm sure hopefully Aldi's will pick them up. Here's one of those question mark products that I recently discovered when it comes to CBD, but it's CBD mascara. If you've watched the show before, we haven't had one of these in a while. For a while there, it seemed like every week some ridiculous CBD product was being brought to the market. We had to question as to why you would put CBD in that to begin with. Mascara, I don't know how, in all honesty, the CBD would benefit being in mascara. They make it sound like the CBD, gives you voluptuous eyebrow, or what's the knots that you put mascara on. And so, I don't know how much of that is true. Again, to me, it seems like a odd product to put CBD in. It's almost like I feel like you're wasting the CBD. But like me, ladies, get yourself some CBD mascara. Compare it to the mascara you're currently using, and find out whether it really does, give you fuller, more lovely eyelashes, because that's the goal. For the record, makeup and all that stuff that was made up in society, it gives us, I guess in that aspect, I'm glad that I'm a male, that we don't have the pressure that it seems to be put on females, especially when it comes to that kind of stuff, because to me it's like all ridiculous. We wonder why we have such high rates of cancer and all this other stuff now. And I definitely, and again, I know, makeup is much cleaner than it was 100 years ago. It's much cleaner than it was probably 50 years ago. And there is hemp-based makeup, which I can definitely recommend going and finding as a cleaner version, period. The one thing that we discovered, that I learned about, especially, didn't, learn, but realized when we had Tohi Spa, is that, there are plenty of earth-friendly options and body-friendly options when it comes to, most makeup. And so I think clearly, searching those out is a better idea, because I know, it's one of those things, well, everything in this makeup is proven to not be unhealthy, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I can, depends on what the makeup really does, all in all, does it seal your pores? Because that's a terrible idea. Does it, and so anyway, it's good to see hemp being used in makeup, but I'm not real sure about CBD. I think if you were putting it on your skin, it would make more sense than putting it on your eyelashes. I don't know for sure. So, ladies, if you think CBD is great, would make great mascara, let me know. Here's the last little bit of news, talking about hemp food being great. A cookbook, which is supposed to come out, Hemp Can Change the World cookbook, by Chef Sade Rami, I believe is her name. It's getting released in November. It's printed on hemp paper as well. And so here is a, I'm definitely going to find myself a copy when it does come out, because, again, hemp food is a great idea. A hemp recipe book is, I think, a great idea. And so, hemp cookbook printed on hemp paper. It's fabulous. It's a fabulous idea. I love it. And so anyway, we'll be excited. I'll keep everybody updated as to when it gets released. I'll check on, I'm sure Amazon is probably going to have it, or see if there's a website possibly dedicated to the cookbook itself. Hemp Can Change the World is the name of the cookbook. Hemp is changing the world. Hemp is changing the world for the best, for the better, back to, when hemp was prevalent. I don't know, something like that. We're going the right direction finally in the whole world, and the rest of the world was actually, mostly on board with industrial hemp. The United States was the last industrialized country to allow our farmers to grow hemp again. And again, France was the only country that never stopped growing industrial hemp. How about that? I doubt the Chinese stopped for very long. I'm sure that, limiting it is for even a year in China's history would be crazy to think about. I don't even know how they could do that. I don't know how they stopped supposedly growing industrial hemp and making industrial hemp products in China. I'm going to have to really look into that and see if it's really true. Whether at some point in their drug war they did that, because the history of industrial hemp in China goes back at least a couple thousand years, probably 5,000 years. I mean, they invented paper using hemp 2,000 years ago. So I don't know how the Chinese would have, stopped. Apparently there's plenty of trees to cut down in China too to make paper out of. Just keep growing the hemp. There is only one event coming up that I have, a real person-to-person event that is still happening, just happens to be happening in Ohio. It is on November 7th, you have the Hemp Farm Summit at Pickaway County Fairgrounds in Circleville. And so, this has been every year that this event has happened. It's been bigger and better and badder in a good way. Should have said deafer. And so if you're in Ohio and you really want to see what's going on with hemp farming in Ohio, hemp anything in Ohio, check out the Hemp Farm Summit. Again, it's in Circleville at the Pickaway County Fairgrounds. I'm sure there's more information online about that as it is. And so there you have it, folks. I was semi-prepared to do an entire High Noon Hemp Show with just me, and I think we got through it. We did the product spotlight. We did the what are you wearing. We got through some news. We got through some ads. I answered some questions. I feel very good about it. So we're going to count this one. We're going to count this one as a High Noon Hemp Show. Episode 99. So we'll be back next week with episode 100, one way or another. Even if I have to show a picture of what I got to show a picture of, ready for this. Boom. Hopefully we'll get everything worked out. I don't understand what's going on with the technology, because it's not working on multiple levels, which just seems odd. Like, I don't understand why my iPad's doing the same thing that my brand new computer is doing when it's not showing me what I need to. It's showing me that we did for 90 something to begin with. It's really weird. It's really weird, honestly. It's almost like somebody out there is trying not to let us do the normal version of the High Noon Hemp Show. But I'm still here. I still did it. Thank all of you out there for watching every Wednesday at high noon or later if you can. And hopefully we can figure out how to get this on the YouTube Jedi Hemp channel, maybe published to Twitter as they're used to. I don't know if we can even do that. But it'll always be here at the Temptations Beach page. Always. As much as all the other good things you can find at the Temptations Beach page. As far as all kinds of information about new products and hemp stuff all the time. So thanks everybody for watching the High Noon Hemp Show. I am Beach. We will be back next week, one way or another, for episode 100, eligible for syndication. How about that? And remember, reduce, reuse, recycle. Make everything else out of hemp. Having Temptations.